So I'm staying in this old barn house, little loft up there. It's kind of chilly, but not a big deal. It'll do. Let me just show you something real quick. I mean, the live streams are not going to happen, unfortunately. There's no signal anywhere near this place. But I'm in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna get some wonderful, wonderful footage. I'm expecting a lot of experiences while I experiment down here. There's the fire pit here. But back here, this is where I was gonna do the streams. I was gonna actually bring the fire pit up, but I might still, but it's just, I thought it would be fun to kind of hang out. You guys could see that. Pretty cool, right? Let's get a look up from the top. It's a really nice vantage point. I haven't found the creek yet. Let's go poke around a little bit. See how comfortable it is. It's gonna get rather cold out, but I tell you, this is nice. This is really nice. It's about the perfect size for a chair. It's pretty low to the ground. All right, one sec. Okay. So you're exploring with me. I have not been back here yet. Okay, there's wind chimes under there. That's a good thing to know before it gets dark. This creek is a very large and extends for a long way. Really, really nice. I want to just see if I could find it. I thought it was going to be a lot closer to the house, the way they described it, but I think I hear it. I was going to say maybe it's that way, but I believe it's about a quarter mile, maybe a half, depending how much sound's carrying. But I can hear running water, so it's not a quiet creek. It's pretty loud. So from what I was told, I got about 1,000 yards to play with in here before I hit a neighbor. One of the neighbors has a huge teepee and an old camper hooked up. I mean, it's canvas teepee. It's like 30 feet tall. The circumference at the base is huge. There's red dots on these trees, so maybe that's... Maybe I'm supposed to follow these. The rock wall. Needless to say, guys, we are positioned in a hot spot. I will go other locations, but I'm gonna be doing quite a bit right here this particular time. When we hit the water, the skies should open up a little more. Let's get in the sun. I should be able to do live streams on Wi-Fi inside. It's a little spotty, but it should be good enough. Clack. It's a nice game trail. I wonder if this is any good for fishing. I know it's probably shallow in these spots where you see like what looks like rapids. It's not really rapids, it's just hitting rocks that are piled up because of the flow. But if there's any pools, it could be very good for good fishing. It's kind of nice that they got a little trail going through here. I try to piece together everything I do out here and make it into a little mini dot so it all flows into one. At that time, I'll probably give location, but I can't. I don't want to do it while I'm out here, just in case I post something sooner. I believe that side has nothing on it. I don't think that side has anything on it. It's just... If these are prints, I mean, they're massive. I'm digging my feet in and nothing's happening. And something stepped here and here. Maybe even again. It's crazy. It's hard to say for sure. There's a lot of indentations in here. But if you look, there's that big tree break up here. Actually, I don't even know if it's broke, but it's laid between those two to come down. And there's a bunch of stuff laid in here too, kind of zigzagging in different ways. This is actually just a big piece laid in there too. This one here, if you follow it down. Alright, let's go down a little more, see if I can get back up this hill. We have the natural barrier, so I'm hoping that if I come down and sit at the water's edge, like say here, and I face the water and I put my back to these woods so that they're comfortable, and I just face out there maybe they'll do something for us on this side. Natural barrier, knowing that I can't get in there. Even if I did, it would take me forever to get across. So at some point, probably with all the rain, this actually came up and got all up in there and started to erode underneath here. See how much indented it is? That battery is very low, so I can't make this particular one very long. Yeah, so now I'm actually behind. I can't tell if that's the house. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm still behind their house. That's the barn thing. So this is still behind them. So this is still their property, I suppose. This is like day one, learning the ropes, poking around, and I'm just bringing the camera with me. So you guys kind of see firsthand what I do. So right here, you'll see that this comes in, and then it goes in there. There's little swirling whirlpools. They're not massive, but there's a little bit, so it must get deep here. Now, there is something moving in there, and I can't tell if it's just a leaf swirling around. It is. It is. It's just a leaf swirling around. Okay. It's really chilly out here, but it is worth every moment of it. Just look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. So at some points, I'm gonna just put the camera out here and film on the river. Those will be separate videos that I'll piece together. I'll literally put it on the tripod in a few different spots. Maybe I'll put it in front of a waterfall for a few minutes, and I'm gonna make another LIB Tribe Symphony. That's part of my plan. Hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, it gets a little deeper here. Let's get down and see if we can't check that out. I don't know if that's a ground X on purpose, but they are both ripped out. I know somebody asked how cold it was. Freezing. Freezing is an understatement. So right there, I'll show you here. It's really not that deep. Let's get two of the same rocks. Close enough, right? And go out there. It's probably 2.5, 3 feet. Oh, that's a good skipping rock right there. It's probably the biggest rock I've ever skipped, though. This should work a little better. This little heart rock. A lot of perfectly flat rocks in here. Look at these. Really cool. So yeah, those are both ripped out of the ground, and this one's broke going up. Excuse my the lump in my throat there. While I'm watching my footing, I'm being conscious not to just aim the camera down. I'm keeping it up so that you guys can see whatever you want to see. I mean, look at that right there. Let's be realistic, folks. Look at the way that tree is in the ground still. Right there. That one's laid in between the fork of it. And then that one's laid under to make an X. So this might be one of the places that I come, maybe just sit right down here, like right on these, right with all these rocks. I got a big whiff of something. It smells like low tide a little bit. It could be water related. Like a fart bomb smell. Maybe I'll check the weather. If there's a day where it hits 50, at some point I'll do some creek walking. Maybe I'll make it the last day. That way I don't get really screwed up with having wet boots and stuff. Because you can't really creek walk in this stuff without shoes on. Some of the rocks are fine, but then there's other ones that are just real jagged. I don't know if I have my water shoes in the car, but yeah, that side's just nothing, I believe. It just goes up the mountain. I'd have to look at the map to say exactly. I'll be spending time down here without the camera. And then other times I'll spend time I'll leave the camera down and let it spend time by itself. And see if anything interacts with it. Another thing I'm going to do is take, because of my photos, the zoom goes so much further than the video. I'm going to do a photo dump. I'll take a bunch of pictures and do a photo dump, probably on the Facebook page. I'm going to activate the Facebook page again, the Long Island Bigfoot Facebook page. I'm going to need 1 or 2 people to manage that because I don't have the time, but we'll get into that another day. You know, it's kind of boring because it's not like a public page. It's literally just my stuff that I've done. It's just another place where I keep like a video diary. The other page I have is for like, that one's for like everybody. It's called Nest if you guys want to go. Northeast Sasquatch Team, but or Tribe. The T varies. But if you guys are interested, go check that out. If you have your own stuff you want to put in there, photo dumps, whatever, I don't care. You found a video you like, you want people to see, you got a question about something you saw somewhere else, it doesn't matter. It don't have to be LIB related. It's just, it's there for everybody to do what they want with. Self-promote, whatever. That's the place to do it. That's the place to do it. If you got a show coming up or whatever, drop it in there. So anyway, this should be a small portion of this mini doc. Appreciate you guys. This is obviously just the scouting portion. I don't know if I'll put this in the big part or not, but we'll see. It's interesting that there was chairs down here and then they're all flipped over. See, this is probably a good area. I saw this when we first walked in, and I didn't want to, I was nervous to jump on it, but it might actually be a good spot to go walk down, because the grass is, this time of year, there's not going to be any mosquitoes or any ticks or anything that'll affect being in that type of long grass. If you ever have an area you see in the summer or whatever, and it's just bad because of ticks and mosquitoes, and it really turns you off from wanting to be out there, you know, just put a pin in it and return back later. What the sun's in my eyes. I'm gonna try and get you guys on what I'm looking at. Oh, where are you? Seriously? I guess that wasn't a trail, it's just a game trail. Maybe the other way was, but down here, there's nothing this way. That's because they go down. Yep, they definitely go down here. Let's follow the game and see what the purpose is. Deer tracks are very close together in a row. It's weird. I hear drumming. So you see that deer mark, deer print. I'm trying to go that way because I'm trying to follow their paths, because I don't know. There could be a spot in here where I'm gonna just sink in out of nowhere. It looks like they bed down in there. It might be something bigger bedding down in there too, though. There's been some activity lately with the Xena tribe. I know a lot of you have been itching for an update on that. I'm gonna work on it. I'm a ways off because I got other stuff in mind I'm trying to do different things, but there's been major updates, and I might need to get up over there. Either way, I will get you the updates about the Xena trap. If I make it or not, I will get you some updates. I'm not going to put them in here. That's a nice pool right there. I mean, that's like a bathtub. Beautiful. That is a natural bathtub. Looks like a massive foot right there coming up out of that. You know how big you're gonna have to be to step from down there to up here to get your foot to go in there? You have to look at it from this way. Boom. Looks like two big toes, and then like maybe the other ones drop down. Like maybe it broke away. It's really hard to say, but that's exactly what it looks like. It could have been leaped from that side. Could have been leaped from that side across the water and landed. One landed, and then he or she pushed off. You know, like dug in its toes and like pushed off. This is where I'd expect to just see one just laying down. Just like out here, just like laying down, taking a nap. Ain't nobody coming down here. I'll tell you, the roads, even the roads coming down here, are just desolate. Everybody who was outside snapped their neck kind of, or like looked at me. You know, they stare at you because they know everybody who comes down here. It's just one of those, you know, they know every single car. Alright, so that's interesting. It looks like a cemetery, maybe a pet cemetery. I'm gonna have to fix that lighting because when I zoom in, it gets way too bright. Something happened with that. I'm gonna have to fix the brightness. So again, I'm following game as best I can because this stuff is really thick. Really, really thick. Oh, it actually looks like they're little reclining chairs. Look, it has little leg rests and stuff, so I guess somebody, somewhere, sits there. Maybe they fish, I don't know, but those pieces of wood have been cut, 1 and 2. They've been cut. It makes me wonder if this is a good fishing hole. Alright, let's see if I can't get down here without getting busted up. Okay. This is rough. Yeah, this is not no special. There's nothing special about this fishing hole. It's barely even deep at all. So it's not for that. I mean, it could just very well be a relaxing spot for somebody. But where? From where? Maybe there's a house up there I don't know about. Oh, there's something up there. Oh, there's a waterfall up there on that side. Look. See it? Yeah, if there's a waterfall there, and I see an elemental on top too, at least one. What kind, I don't know. But if there's waterfalls up there, it's definitely not terrain for housing. Which I didn't think it was, but because you could see that it goes straight up, and then you see the horizon pop out. So it's too tall. I mean, this does, alright, so this is a really deep hole, but 5 feet deep. Give or take, you know what I mean? I can walk into the middle of it and I won't drown. So, that being said, oh, whatever. Maybe it's just maybe it's a beautiful spot for the sunrise or for the stars. You know I'm gonna get over there. I have to put myself in that position and look from there. Don't get me wrong, any given spot is perfect. This whole creek, and this is a small part of the creek. This gets really, really wide and you know, really deep at some points. And not for nothing, those don't really look like anything new either. It might be a good spot for catfishing. You know what I mean? Being that big tree is down in there. And then there's that pool. You know, you never know what's under there. If you can't see, you can't see. So there might be cats under there on that side that I don't know about. I can dig it though. See how tired I am from driving? Look at cow. It was a long drive, but very, very worth it. I like to try different spots, meet different people, do different things. It's like half the adventure is like not knowing the exact location you're gonna land, but you know, when somebody tells you, hey, I got a hot spot, you know, can't get mad at it. Something like no signal, you know, no cell service, and you know, a cold place to sleep, like shit like that is like very low on my scale of cares. There was a space heater in there, so it should be warming up as we speak. There's some big boys stepping through here. I'm not going to even say. I think there is, or it could be. There's way too many could be's. Now, in this area, you do have to worry about bear. But it's at the point where it's getting so cold out that they should be, if they're not wound down all the way, they should be winding down. They're probably near towns, and you know, also, you know, just trying to get easy meals. They're not going to be out in the middle of the woods, you know, begging for a berry that's left on these bare ass trees. think this is the return trip. Yeah, they got a lot of room back here to work with. You could put a whole nother house out here and never see anybody. Yeah, you could put a house down here on this plot behind their house. Not that they need it, the house is huge, but I'm just saying. We'll go that way a little later when I know the lay of the land. I don't want to go too far in case I hit someone else's property, but it looks like there's some structures here and there. It looks a little more coordinated than just branches and trees falling. If you like this location, if you like this video so far, please leave a nice comment after. Hit the like if you haven't already. All that good stuff. If you'd like to see more in the future, I can only do so much, but if you'd like to see more, if you'd like to donate to the PayPal or whatever, we can make a little side pot for future adventures. Look, there was deer right in front of they were literally 2 deer right in front of my door. I just heard one yell. One ran that way. See it? That was the tail end of it. They were right in front of my door. It's cool. When I tell you, it's in the middle of damn nowhere. But it's in a good way. In a real good way. It's nice to really not have neighbors, you know what I mean? So again, I had planned on doing some fire pits and stuff because they told me they had a stockpile here, and I was excited because I didn't have to worry about getting wood. And while I'll still do it, I'll still make the fire pit. I'll still film and stuff. That's gonna be the gifting rock. That's for sure. That'll be the gifting rock. It's a huge, huge rock with a flat top. It's really not far from... I could probably see it out the window if I need to. If I smash my face against the side window and look out. Alright, there's a no trespassing sign. So that probably changes into somebody else's prop. Which is not a big deal. We had a lot to work with in the other direction. A lot to work with. Alright, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, have a blessed day. Stay safe. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. This is going to probably continue into another one because it's going to be connected, but you know what I mean. show you the neighbor, or the place where I'm staying at. Let me show you what this neighbor's... Let me show you the neighbor's house across the street. There's really no neighbor on this side, so I have this whole creek walk to myself, which is amazing. At least in this direction. Ready? Here he comes. Look at this. Look at the neighbor's house. It's an old school bus, but that's not the best part. Look at the teepee. Badass. This guy is a straight G. Outhouse and everything. This guy is awesome. Straight legend. Carved stuff out of wood. Amazing. Amazing. And then there's more creek walking down there. This, oh, my window's got shit, bird shit on it. Anyway, you get the drift. Cool as hell. Been a porcupine rolling around. Some deer, but the squeaking noises, I don't know what they belong to. There is a bear, but it's only been seen on ring camera here, or on camera, not in person. This is where the porcupine went down. It was in front of my door. The deer went down the same way. They went right down this spot. Looks like a fresh break. Very fresh, actually. I didn't see that earlier. We're gonna do some more stuff here. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm gonna emphasize almost everything. Unless I get a call about the hot spots somewhere else, or, you know, exact activity in that moment, I'm gonna put my energy here. Because back there by that creek is just a lot of history, and there's a lot of sightings right here. I'm gonna try to interview one of the neighbors. He lives in a teepee and a like old school bus gutted out. There might be a deer right in there. We'll see if it moves. Huh. Maybe not. I see 2 legs, I don't see the 4. Yeah, as soon as I come out, that sound stops. I'm gonna go down that way. Even though it's no trespass, I'm going to hit the road and go down and hopefully past that house. The gifting rock is going to be back here. I haven't put anything out yet. For now, I threw a bunch of stuff down here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's out here somewhere, though. It might have got picked up, or oh, there it is. There's a celery stick. One, two, three, four. Carrot right there. There's a couple of there's a carrot over there. So we'll see. It's just for the critters and the elementals if they want them. Deer, you know what I mean? Give them a little something to work with. Oh, pants fall down. Alright, that's it for now. I'm going to keep an ear out. My window's up on that side between that shed. It's up there on that side. There's another one on the other side too, but it doesn't really, it just faces straight across. So. This is the one I want, the one looking out that way. Alright, my friends, I am at a location. I just spoke to the young man inside. He's the first one here every day. It's a breakfast and lunch spot. It opens from about 8 to 2 o'clock every day, give or take. Sundays, I think, is 11:30. It's called Hash. This might not look like much. Right here, folks were sitting, doing their thing, and something unknown that was not a bear because it walked away. I'd love to get up in here a little bit, but it's not going to be very easy. I'm told there's rattlesnakes and all sorts of stuff, but construction equipment. Okay, so they're clearing stuff back there. Might be a good reason why this went down. Really, really interesting. It's amazing what wearing a Bigfoot on your shirt what kind of conversations that'll spark up. So anyway, I'm not gonna do too much here. You know, it's not like lightning's gonna strike twice. So, hey, yeah, okay, I'm coming.
You're all set. You're right here, okay?
All right, thank you, brother.
Have a great day.
You too. So, anyway, that's all, guys. That was actually the gentleman right there. So, I hope you have a blessed day. I'm gonna have some food. The very beginning of the Xena tribe area. This is a back area that we have I have yet to explore. The team has. The team has been exploring. I've never come back this far. So, they've named this the Emerald Forest. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Not only, this tree is down, right? But look at this here. Look at that part right there and how fucking hard it's bent. Excuse my language, but this is really exciting shit. Look at how intensely that is bent. It goes up and comes all the way. It's popped at the top. It is popped at the top to come all the way back down. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. They're way ahead of me. Again, yeah, right up there on the road, another bend. Right there, bent and tucked hard. Really hard under a log. This is right on the road. This stuff right here. We got some special gifts. Some are going to them. Some are going to the Sasquatch. This was an original gifting site up here. I believe Ian named this the Emerald Forest back here where we're going. This water is amazing. I'm gonna fish it in a little while. So once we were way in there, up on the ridge, and down that way, we seen a coyote going through by itself, and it was pretty big. I don't know if you guys remember that video, and everyone was kind of stumped as to why the coyote was by itself. So, kind of things that make you go, Just give you an idea how clear, beautiful this water is. This is a reservoir. This is our drinking water. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. A lot of rocks, big places. Big caverns for big fish to hide in. I'm not sure where I'm going to throw my line yet, but my fishing pole's back in the truck. So, but I told you guys there would be an update on the Xena tribe area. It's been getting worked for a while. The relationships have been formed. We have access to the entire place. It took 2 years for us to get what in essence is probably 5 square miles. To cover it all, it took 2 years. I was solo first year, and they picked up the rest. You know how long I've been waiting to do this, bro? Huh? Bro, I've been waiting forever to do this. I'm gonna go around this way, right through here, like everything else has been doing. Look at this huge rock. Massive. It's got to be a beautiful fishing area. Oh, you gotta go up. You can't go that way. There's actually a small waterfall right there. Nothing major, but I'm sure when the weather gets rough, this really gets super thick and trickles down. A lot of ground structures. That might be a good spot to fish if you could get down there and kind of toss it over the top of that big rock. It's a nice natural barrier. The hook shouldn't get caught on it either because it's pretty angled. It should slide back up it. I might have to change what I'm working with though. It's very steep. Very, very steep. You don't want to fall down there. Something high pitched coming off that way. There's a road out in that direction though. This is gorgeous. Yeah, if you slide and fall down this, you're screwed. Not only are you gonna bang your head, but you'll end up in the water. If you get unconscious, you end up underwater, forget it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Very cautious. You gotta be very cautious. This goes all the way to that waterfall, right?
What?
Does this go all the way to that waterfall? It does, right? Alright. Really? Yeah, I kind of figured that, but I know it kind of goes into private land too. Right. Oh, on the other side, right? Yeah. I think it goes up to, what do you call it? That opus thing.
Yeah, I told you that day. You called for down further there, giant sign that says, "Oh, sheriff, if anybody's up around here."
Really?
He's like, yeah, it looks like a billboard-sized sign. Any trespassers, call Sheriff Detective.
Wow. Wow. All right. I'm gonna pause this. Beautiful.
Didn't even tell you I was driving home the other night, and it was like twilight. How beautiful this moss is.
Yeah.
And I'm looking up ahead. I'm on the road, coming to a bend in the road, and I'm seeing woods, right? And there's leaves. It's almost like the leaves framed this opening.
Yeah.
And through the opening, I see a cone head go right by.
Really?
I was like, what? Did I just see what I think I saw?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
It was dark out, and my vision wasn't great. But I saw something move in that space.
Yeah.
You know?
It had to be tall, basically, right?
Oh my God, it had to have been 10, 12 feet tall.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When it's those scenarios, it's really hard to mistake it for something else.
Well, I mean, it had the cone-shaped head.
Yeah.
It looked like fur, and I'm like, just like, what?
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm not even sure if I believe.
That's okay.
But I see this thing.
That's
and I'm just
okay.
Like, well, I guess you want me to believe.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know if I believed either until one was standing in front of me. It was where it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, so our other gifting site, which is where I'm going to leave my stuff,
Okay.
is up ahead.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
Spin around. That's the side I usually do.
Yeah.
I come in way over there and go down there, and that's usually about as far as I get, is right up in there.
Oh, with a
Yeah, and then they always stop me, and then I worked my way. Finally, I got to go back by the bridge, but I only was allowed to go on the other side. They never would let me over here.
Oh, wow.
And then I realized what was going on. It was for after we had that sit down with everybody.
Yeah.
It was like, boom, you did the groundwork, give it to them.
It took me.
Oh.
So everything I did, like I was keeping secret up to them, everything I did, they wanted me to give it to you.
Oh.
It's amazing.
It's funny how it took me 6 months to get past that. This place.
Yeah.
I just felt like, no, you're not ready, you're not ready. And there was some point they're like, we want you to come back later.
I mean, you were so patient, though. It was good. And what, Arlene too. That's a fact. Alright guys, so we are still headed in. I'm doing stop and go footage in this spot. So this is pretty much on the other side of that middle island that we usually see from. If you want to go back and look at the Xena stuff, on a personal scale, I've only been on the other side of this water. I've never been back here. One of our team members doesn't, like I said earlier, doesn't want to be on camera that much, so that's fine. We're going to respect that. Not a big deal, but I want to bring you some of this as well. So I will do the stop and go. If you see me aiming down and moving around, that's why. I love this guy. He's very, very dear friend. And he's right on top of something right now that's really important. So I'm going to go over there and look at what he's looking at. Ian! Oh, he's vibing somewhere. If he ain't answering me, he's vibing. There's another big break up there. That one looks really fresh up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was broken when it was alone.
And then look at these. I don't think these are from here. Maybe they are. Yeah.
This you can tell was broken when it was alive, because when the tree is green, it does this. It does this kind of thing.
Pops.
When it's old, it will just break in half.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know the rhyme or reason for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see it here.
So this got bent over when it was green, when it was young.
Wow.
And alive. Yeah.
They keep it. That's how the forest people, when they want to do something with the trees, they'll either break them like that, or they'll bend them really hard, and that keeps them alive, right? Because the roots are still intact. Comes all the way this way. quite a bit going on in here. Now, just out of our range inward, I'm going to go under here. I've seen a couple things going on. Very low to the ground, you see what I mean? Don't let the distortion fool you just because of all the sticks and things in the way. That's why I kind of move it around to get you a couple of different angles on it. Okay. This rises up. I'm on the stick, so I can put it up a little higher and get views of stuff before I get up there. Really amazing. There is a road out that way. Goes horizontal next to this location, so it just kind of goes between. It doesn't matter. Point is, it's over there. So if you see something huge and moving by or something, I'll try to let you know if I notice it. But we're gonna basically break off. I think we have to follow the water and break off this way. So I don't think we're gonna be facing the road at all, just for that moment. So we did some gifting. I gave them a turtle. Little did I know how important the turtle gift was to them. Especially our other team member with it. It's his spirit animal, his favorite animal. Very, very deep meaning. All right. I got the camera on. You want me to turn it off? All right. Intro going through the young pines. Is this your alternate gifting spot?
This had 15 apples in it yesterday.
Wow.
And they hadn't ate it for a few days. I was just here. I left here late afternoon. They're all gone. But look, we left this. There's like rabbit turds or something. What is that?
Berries, seeds. It's probably an omnivore. I mean, a herbivore.
Right. And it's weird. Like, why would it take a shit right on the crystal?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Is that Palo Santo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it, and then a couple of crystals on a rock.
Yeah.
What's that, tiger eye?
Yeah.
And then
That's
rose quartz.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know.
It's so weird. But that wasn't here when I left here late afternoon.
Even that looks odd to me. I don't know what the deal with that is. That looks like it was cut a bunch of different times, that wood.
Yeah.
Which is odd, because who would come back here and chop that up like that?
Well, I got some.
But anyway, yeah, so as far as that goes, there's no remnants of apples, so whatever came up here probably started nibbling on the apples and made room for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, one thing I can tell you, Mike, is one of the apples you could see had been nibbled. Like, the first time I came back, a few were gone, most were there. Came back, and then one of the apples, Mike, was bit in half completely, and half was put back in.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, right, you told me that.
Completely in half. All right.
Yeah, see that? You see that right there?
What's that?
small piece of apple.
Yeah.
So something before the Sasquatch came and got it,
Yeah.
something nibbled on it.
Yeah.
And probably pooped.
Yeah.
Like a raccoon or a squirrel.
Right.
But 15 apples? No trace? No, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
No.
I've been doing this for 7, 8
I
years.
don't care if it was a herd of, a group of fox, a group of raccoons. They can't carry all that shit off.
No. And, I'm just gonna, I don't want to eat the plastic, so I'll just dump them on.
Yeah. You know what you can do sometimes is like...
Put them in a paper bag. Oh, never mind.
You know what you can do sometimes is like take, when you get the apples at home, string them through like, put like a pencil through them or a pen.
Yeah.
Poke through like 3 of them.
Okay.
And then put like balloon ribbon or something.
Okay.
And then tie it up high.
Okay.
Like 10 foot up, and then like, because like a squirrel can't balance on balloon ribbon,
That's true.
right? A bird can't hang on it.
Yeah.
Nothing can get to it,
Yeah.
except for something that would reach up 10 foot tall
Yeah.
and grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's like, it's just, I used to do it before I knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd do all these tests, and then they would keep proving that they were there. And then eventually I was just like, here you go, here you go, here you go,
Yeah,
here you
well,
go.
I think that's what my sense about it was, because I've been doing this.
And then you got this too, bro, look. Was this here? The Y?
Yeah.
Was this always here?
I don't think so.
The wishbone. I've been seeing this wishbone everywhere I go. But you know what the Y, right? We talk about the Y all the time.
2 different types of
Yeah,
people,
right. This is where Sasquatch and humans meet. Like, this is
Yeah.
like, so it could very well be like symbolic. Now, mind you, it doesn't look like it was broken recently, right?
Right.
Like, this looks like it's been weathered
Yeah.
through a few storms. It's been there maybe over a year. It's been through at least a lot of rain. So I don't think it just happened. At least that's my opinion. So
Yeah, no, it's great. That's why I really, like I said, I don't, sometimes they don't really tell me everything.
but again, somebody's been in here, because look, this is cut.
Yeah.
That's cut by a tool.
Right.
So like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why is somebody coming in here and cutting? This was with a tool. That was done with a tool.
Yeah.
And like more than an axe, because like an axe is like chop, chop, chop,
Yeah,
chop, chop.
Might have
It's
been a bow saw.
yeah. So somebody's coming in here to do this stuff. And again, I don't think it happened recently at all,
No.
but it was at some point.
Maybe somebody came back in here and made a fire or something.
It could be anything. It could be anything.
All right, dude, let's take you up to the church.
All right. Okay, it gets real. He's right. It does get real swampy in there. It's really, really wet. I mean, really wet. You can't even tell with the leaves on the ground. You could almost just walk right into that and never know it's water. Up a little. See this quite often where there's pots in the middle of nowhere, and you gotta wonder if the Sasquatch is taking them in here. You could walk right into that and not know it's water.
Yeah.
Because all the leaves just laid on there?
Yeah.
I think V dropped down. I don't know if he's taking a break or what.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Vic? Okay. Bought this thing right out here.
Yeah.
getting at? I'm catching like a big ton. Something.
It's an extension.
Yep.
And it's not, I mean, my opinion is it's not like, it's an elemental of sorts.
That's what I'm feeling too.
It's not really another, it's not going to be another tree, part of the tree.
Right.
It might just be there for a while, you know? And to us, it could sit there for 5 years. But it's because we have a time zone, you know, we have time frames.
Yeah.
So one thing I started to notice is time only is relevant to us.
Right. I try to hold up my limit. Get up here, this is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
This is like my obsession.
It starts right there with the upside down tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's roots up, right? Look at all the roots up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Holy shit, dude. Oh, my God. I didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roots up.
Good get. I didn't notice.
If I'm not concerned about it, I don't think it's a statement, because if it was, it would have been a big tree upside down.
No, I mean, there was one day they said no, but they're like, just go wherever you want.
Yeah.
They're like, we're really happy you're here, so.
Yep, there was something here. Might have been this tree. Hard to say. Or a rock carried off. That looks interesting over there. Something was here.
Really?
Yeah, but something was like there, and then it squares off here, but it comes out to about there. So whether it was a deer or two laying down there, or it was a giant rock that was there and it got removed, but it could just been 2 deer nestled up right here against this thing. You know, the mom put it down. But here's where it gets kind of sketchy. This was ripped off somewhere. From where, I don't know. But it looks pretty pressurized, like it was really ripped off. I don't know, just something to look at. We'll never know the answer unless they tell us. But
right. I mean, like this.
It always goes to the next tree too. Oh yeah, look at that crisscross. Bing bing. Is that the X you were talking about? I'll bet you this one's brought in. I'll bet you this one's not from here. Yep. It's just to make the X.
Yeah.
That's it. And then it's holding that one down. Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3.
And there's another one leaning. Yeah, this is like a power spot. Maybe because the water. Like the vibe I got was it's to kind of keep out maybe dogmen or something. I don't know. I definitely get a vibe of they like, hey man, don't be coming here unless you're winning us kind of thing.
I could dig it. All right.
Like they know me. I've 7 months doing this.
Oh, I know they do. They bro. I might as well get a text message to say to call you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It may as well be an emergency alert about a storm when I need to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna get good. This is a waterfall that I have been waiting for. I have been waiting for. Look at the size of that rock. I've been down there on the other side, but not. I can hear it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go. I told the Emerald Forest is right through there.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna hit that, but you can see one of the different waterfall right through.
Could hear the waterfall rushing. Alright, I'm gonna go down over there. Wow, look at the trees up there. I'm gonna get you a better look at this waterfall. Wow. That is powerful. I need to get down there. I need to get down there. Yeah, you see the bend right there too? Yep. Can you get down there? Is there a way down? You'll always find activity near these waterfalls because it's just such a hot, natural energy. And you'll find some of the, I can only speak from my experience, right? But the largest Sasquatch I've ever seen seem to hang out here, and they seem to be guardians. I've been waiting a long time to get, I've been on the other side, briefly. And I stood next to this thing, but I had a road behind me. It was not the same. And I've been dying to get here. Dying to get here. But we have to respect the process. And if they don't let us in or don't want us in yet, we just have to. But I've been waiting a long time for this. The area that I was gonna do is really beautiful. There's a lot going on. I went out of my way to be there on purpose, but I had to come over here and give you guys this update. I had to. A lot of activity going on, a lot of interaction, all positive, all beautiful. It was just a matter of patience. I always gift the waterfalls. I always gift them. You want to try and make it something that's not, you know, gonna pollute. So what do I have? I have a large marble. This might be a really nice pool to go fishing in. I have no idea what's in here, but alright, bear with me, my friends. It's a little windy, so I'm gonna make this as fast as possible. So what I'm doing is gifting this. We did some gifting already, but this is going to be my gift directly to the waterfall. hope most of that was able to be seen, but I know it's a ways off. I don't even know if I'll share this, but if I do, I hope you understand some of what I was doing. Some of it's off the cuff. Most of it's my own twist on things, things that I've learned to do, things that I feel are right. I don't have a plan, right? I don't have a plan when I get there. But it's far from over. I just wanted to include you in some of that. Now I have to waterproof everything for a little while, because I'm gonna be too wet to handle this stuff, most likely. Thank you. Alright, so we are exiting the waterfall. They are way ahead of me somewhere. I stopped to answer a couple of messages, and it's alright, I know I can find my way out, but I'm isolated now. Yep. Yep. I'm coming. Yeah. All those branches are broke, all three of them. 1, 2, 3. And they come down and go that way. I'm gonna utilize these game trails to catch up. These woods go in real deep. It might be more than a game trail because that's cut wood. So this might be a trail that people use to come back and find this waterfall. No, I mean, there are locals, but where we park, we're at risk of getting jacked up for it. They're probably up on over that ridge. Really beautiful place. I mean, you can get in a lot easier this way. There's really no resistance. of water all over there with a pink flag on it. I don't know why. Trees are ripped out of the ground. Look at that though. This is what I want you guys to pay attention. Hang on, let me call them. Okay. Alright, I gotta go find them in a second because they're not answering my calls. So look at this pink ribbon here. Right? But look at what's next to it. There's so many signs of Sasquatch near it. That big tree snap behind it. Look at this. This whole tree has been ripped out in that water. Those two have been ripped out. Right there on the ground. You can't see it because of the sun. Ripped out and made a ground X. Look at this tree over here. Tucked all the way under. From over here. From all the way over here. It's bent and tucked under. Under that one that's all the way over there. That's a hell of a distance. Hell of a distance. I gotta try to figure out what's in that hole. Is it the same ribbon? No. Alright, I'm gonna go up this way so I can try and head them off. They can't hear me with that ridge in the way. Either that or they're still a ways back or ways ahead. Something big stepped here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double back. Oh, I was going too fast because if they're following the water, it's a lot harder of a trail, or lack of a trail, I should say. Whoop! Yo! Oh, that ain't... Oh, it's birds. Or something mimicking one. I'm gonna have to go up on the ridge so they can see me. I might have went way too far, way too fast. Yo! Huh. Some separation there. Well, there's the big rock. Maybe they did go out. Yo! Whoop! Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and call him. See if I have service. Alright, so initially I heard them call me, right? And I went back. And I tried to ring his phone, he didn't answer because he doesn't really bring it out here. I doubled all the way back and I don't see them. So now I'm taking the trail that we all took in. See, that's weird. That looks. Oh, a beaver did that. That's interesting. It's really cool to find out there's a way back here. Not that I didn't know, I didn't have the invitation. So the team worked on it while I was away, and it's really nice. It's really nice to see the progress, hear about all the awesome stuff going on with the gifting. Everybody had their own little moments over by the waterfall. It's a really powerful thing. Yeah, they must have been hightailing it. They weren't taking in the scenery on the way back. Which I'm not doing really either right now. And that's why I like to run the camera. And then you guys can see a whole lot of stuff that I don't. I go telescope it up to. Tilt. I'd love to throw my line in somewhere. I just don't know what I need. I may need something that sinks. And then throw it in the big rocks. Maybe a catfish will come out. I got respect for people who do noodling. But do you hear how quiet these woods are? You hear a couple of birds on the other side. That's about it. So yeah, if I hold this up, you should be able to see over the hill way before I get on. Way before I get to the top of it. Here's our gifts I gave to them. Shout out to Jane. She gave us some nice stuff to gift. Also some nice stuff to me as well, personally. We lost the chain to that thing, but still serves a purpose. Butterfly theme. Oh yeah, look, see? Those are river rats down there, or whatever they're called. Oh wow, it's a big duck. Oh, maybe it's ducks. There was something else with them too, though. I don't know what it was. This is just such beautiful, beautiful water. If I don't watch my footing, I keep slipping. I gotta be careful. I rolled my ankle a couple of times. Luckily these boots are low tops, but they still are really keeping me collected. I was debating on going with the mid-grades, the mid-ankle ones. I should have did that, but these are really good for when it's dry. Really good for when it's dry. Look at that. Probably a deer. It's probably a deer or something kicking up the ground, digging for something. That's the exit. You see it from the other side, coming way down there. You guys remember I've done a million things by that bridge. Huge structure set up right up there. Look at all the stuff laid on top of this one. See? I rolled it again. Where there's no trails, it could be tough, really tough. Even the marked trails in the Catskills are really rugged, really rugged. Beat up. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this one. There's the bridge up there, so I'm getting close. I don't know if that's them on the bridge or that's somebody else. Nope, they got a dog, it's not them. It's two females. I'm gonna click this off and pay attention to my footing, guys. As always, thank you. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment after, hit the like. I might put this in the whole, combined mini doc, or whatever, the whole expedition series, whatever we're gonna call it. I might link a bunch of stuff together. I still have another, I think, another 12 hours here. Something to that effect. If I stay another day, I don't think so. Alright. Stay blessed. See you on the next one. How many trees do you think are in those mountains? How many trees do you think? There's so many, it's like blades of grass. Crazy. Look at the way those dip down. Certain times of the day, this reservoir is just gorgeous. The sun hits it the right way. Really just can't beat it. Take a bike down here, whatever. A lot of these areas are off limits to woods. There's just a couple spots where you can either walk like this. There is one spot where you can go in and there's hiking trails, but most of it is pretty off limits. I dive in some places here and there, but regardless, there's just too much. There's too much. There's too much to cover. All these uncharted areas, just unreal. You know, like look at that house up there on the hill. Just smack dab on the side of the mountain, all by itself. Next neighbor is way up there. You know what I mean? Next neighbor is way down there. These people have miles to themselves. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Whoa. I'm gonna have to go down by the creek. That was loud. You hear that? Wow. It's loud. Whatever that is, it's really loud. Shit, I gotta get dressed in. He's sniffing the stick to see if you should go under it or over it. Up. See, that's not what you want right there. That's not what you want. So right now he's hiding again. That's where he feels safe. He's literally just gonna tuck his head away and that's it. Protect his face. because that's the only vulnerable spot he has. The rest, it'll feel a vibration, a sound, anything, and just pew. That's it. See how tucked in he is? Just to show you. It's crazy. Without this flashlight, you'd never know it was there. You could just step off a rock, step right onto it. Alright, we're gonna let him live. We're out of here. You know, it's interactive. It's for me to. I wouldn't normally bother an animal for that long, but I've never had an interaction with one except once. I saw it cross a road. Wow. Wow. What the fuck? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I was just standing there. Yo, I was just standing in there. Let me just show you what I'm shaking. It's not an owl. It's not an owl. Should I push it? Do you know how that? I can't even emphasize how close that was. The ones I heard earlier. I'm not worried about that porcupine no more. I don't know if I should go towards it. Sorry about my camera work and my cussing, but I lost track of the thing. I lost track of the porcupine. Complete track of it. My friend? Can you speak again? Oh, I see it. It's right behind me, the porcupine. It's quilling up good, too. Like, really good. Oh, I'm going towards this shit. Oh. That little thing's moving around again. I have to keep an eye on that too. Oh my God, if I could explain how loud that shit was. It sounded like somebody's like fired up a ambulance. Like 2 feet away, you know, right here. It had, whatever it was, it came from here. It came from around ground level. Not from up in a damn tree. Not that I'm looking anyway. There ain't no damn owls in here. Holy shit. That's where I'm staying, right up there. This place is so remote, I love it. I knew I wasn't gonna have to go far to get anything. Whoa. Some of you are going to be mad at me for this. I have no signal out here at all. I can't go live. I can't do none of that. Remember, I literally was just filming these 3 trees a minute ago. And then, whatever. Actually, it was on another video probably, but I was out here. I was filming these. I came past those rocks that way. It was like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. I'm glad I didn't go inside. I would have missed that completely. My friends, can you make another sound? I can't believe this shit. I was literally just inside doing a dance about how I finally got a Sasquatch whoop. But it was from a distance before. Before it was down by the creek, which again, it's only 100 yards down the hill, but where are you guys? How can you make such a damn loud noise and be invisible? That's amazing. I hope the replay is... If the replay is even 1/16 of what I just heard, it's gonna blow your speakers off. It'll shoot the damn... It'll shoot an earbud out of your ear if it's even a quarter of what I just heard. Like, it was... That verbed in my chest. Like there was reverb in my chest. It was crazy. Alright, let me go back to where I was. Hopefully that might work. I just gotta be cautious with this little prickly. Maybe I'll go up and sit in that thing and see what happens. Up in that treehouse thing. I'm pretty sure if I sit up there, maybe I'll light a fire, actually. You know what? That's it. I'm going to do a campfire. That's the best move I think I got. I think that's the best move I got. Alright, guys. I'll be back. This is a whole nother section. It's now technically the next day. It is 12:30 at night. I heard an owl flying through here from that direction. And it hooted a couple of times, or whatever you want to call it. Look at this. Perfectly down the middle. Oddly enough, it broke from there. That's where it fell from. And then landed over there. It's still possible. Still possible, but then it pulled that one down and then broke it off and then went under that way. I mean, with a big tree like that crashing down because it's dead, it's hard to say. Oh. Yeah, we got a dead battery. It should not be this. It should not be this dull. This is where I get screamed at. That 50 yards down that way. Right up there is where I'm staying at. This flashlight dies while I'm out here. That's why I'm choosing this direction. At least I'll have a guide to come back to. It'll be tough terrain. God knows what I'll step on. But that's where I got yelled at, right down there. That tree. You could hear the creek. There's just a little squeaking. I've been hearing it everywhere. It's got to be like mice or it's not even birds, I don't think. It's got to be like mice. Moles, maybe. Could be baby birds, but it's like I was saying, there could be something right above you. Right? Just watch. Just follow one tree up. That could be in any given tree. Something could be in there. Uh-oh. Something shined back in that direction back there. I think it might be the wind chimes that are hanging on the treehouse thing. My phone's dying again. Shit. know that porcupine's out here because he doesn't go far at all. Every time I come out here, he's close by. And he just looks like a rock. It's a pretty fresh break too. Right there. Alright, time to go charge this battery up. I'll be back. I was looking up and I realized I have an orb behind me. There are no lights at all anywhere out here except the ones above this house right here. The blue hour. If you could see, it's still dark, but that's not a night sky, is it? Beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Let me get you guys some light action. Should be a better view. So I had some insane audio right in front of me. Something vocalized right in my face. And it was right up there by the rock I'm looking at. With all the ripped off trees on it. Did you hear that? One bark. Might have been a bird. I left in the barn thing, I left all the lights on. Interior and exterior in the front there, in the entrance, so that way, if I get turned around out here, I'll be able to find my way back. If you're doing something where you're not really familiar where you are and you want to find your way back, you could use glow sticks. Even like the Dollar Tree in Walmart sells headlamps and little flashlights for like $1. You can, the headlamps are best. Sometimes there's a little lanyard on the flashlights, the dollar flashlights, and you can just hang them. A lot of speculation as to what these rock walls are. They are all over the Northeast. It was said that farmers would clear their land, and just like that, we're down We're down the hill low enough where you can't see anything. It's very easy to get turned around. Let me see if I can back this. Yeah, back it out a little bit, give you a bigger view. You guys can zoom in if you'd like. So. Did you hear that? Probably a bird, but very odd. Anything in the flesh will make noise. Obviously, with all these leaves on the ground. Something was clearly laying here. Not like an animal, but there was clearly something, a large impression there, like a tree. Right there. As you can see, it's still dark out here, but that blue hour really gets beautiful. And you can see a little more, so if I go into night mode with this, that's about what I can see right now. Really cold this morning, but one of the hardest things to do is get out of bed and say I'm gonna go out in the woods. Right? When you're in bed and you're really tired and you haven't slept much, I try to fight it as long as I can, so that way I don't get in that predicament. But I tell you, once you get in that warm bed and you get comfortable, the last thing you want to do is get out of it. Some monster trees. Be careful. There could be very easily just be a bear anywhere, and I am bear, like I'm bear. I don't have anything with me. Let's back this out a little bit. Really, really pretty. I'd love to get to that side at some point. Unfortunately, my time in this area has pretty much come to a close. I was going to do a lot more, but I had to go over to the Xena tribe. I had some other stuff I had to do. My back is still really hurting too. Really hurting. I'm doing my best, guys. I hope you enjoyed all this. I really do my best to try to include everyone. I hope you understand that. I mean, I may not be the most organized or the most tech savvy, but I give you what other people don't. I give you guys 100% of my heart and 100% effort. And a lot of times that's what I get right back. And it's really special. It's really, really special. I mean, I can't even emphasize it. You'll hear people be like, I got the best chat ever. I got the best... No, like... Just the fact that you're calling it a chat, like, tells me everything. I mean, I'm not picking on nobody, but... You're brilliant people, really. I mean, really brilliant, beautiful people. And you really... You do so much for me. I'm gonna do an unboxing later. It's already unboxed, but I need you guys to see what... Some of the things that come in are just mind-blowing. See? One single... Whoo! What the hell was that? Alright, I'm gonna stop talking because I gotta put my ears on. It's really not gonna make much difference. If it's a cryptid, it's not gonna make much difference. If I'm ready for it or not. Coyotes, I'll be alright. I could fend that off a little bit. Here's a really fresh break. It's up high too. It's I can't even reach it, so it just goes to tell you it's up there. Good morning, my friends, or good evening. If I go in a little closer, it should go, yeah, it goes night vision mode. So again, this is really how dark it is, but this goes into... That looks pretty fresh, actually. I don't remember if that was there yesterday or not. There's drumming. It's not drumming in the sense that... it's not drumming in the sense of drumming. It sounds like a throat, maybe, or like... But as deep as you can imagine, to the point where it sounds like it's a drum. Good morning, my friends. Are you here? Did you see me skipping rocks yesterday? Can you skip some rocks? Throw some rocks? This is a spot that I would definitely visit when it's warmer. I would definitely do some creek walking here. Being that it's private property for quite a while, I know that I can really enjoy my, my practices. So I don't know what's going on here. Help me make it make sense. So here is I don't even know what. But if you look at it, it goes into that tree. Into it. How did it get into it? You see that? And then comes down here. Here's some, I don't know, it looks like a connector piece. Maybe this is some kind of a spring system. Connector piece, I don't know. I'm not an electrician. And then it goes down here and it wraps back around. See it? It's like, it looks like it's been covered in crap. So maybe water pulled it at some point, I don't know. Maybe it was really rushing water, pulled it. But then it comes back up here, and it just kind of goes around and stops. But what was it originally, and why was it slammed into that tree? I wonder if there was something else. I wonder if it was just laying here, and the Sasquatch people slammed it into the tree. Like, stuck it in there for some reason. Maybe this is a structure here. You can see a lot of it's broken off. Like a lot of it. Pretty much every piece has been broken off. Everywhere that you look, it's been broken. Something stepped there. I'll tell you right now, when I do that, it does not make that kind of a deep indentation. I have to really slide to make it go in. Alright guys, give me a sec. Alright, there are impressions and glyphs and all sorts of stuff. I found this, which I really like. And I have an idea for it. I just gotta make sure I put it somewhere that I'm gonna remember. Alright, I wanna go this way because there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna leave the tripod up. Okay. Let me see where I go. I'm just gonna like stand it right here in the tree. I think I seen a footprint. Hopefully I see that again. I think I saw a footprint. I just have to find out where it was again. Excuse me. I climbed out. Where did I get wet? I climbed in there. Climbed out there. I think I climbed up over there. So it would have been right in here somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, I came through this way. And then I turned off. I don't see it there. Let's be back a little bit. Shit. They're so defined. So well defined. It's really easy to lose track that fast. Shit. Oh well. I could do this all day, walk in circles. So interesting enough, there's plywood here. I mean, some kind of like plank, maybe from a fence. Then there's another big piece there. Not quite sure what it was. It might have been a bench at one point. Something like that. Look at this. Something stepped right there. Probably. Look at how deep that goes in. You can almost see toes. At least one right there. Let me dumb down the light so you can see what I'm looking at. That's really dull. But anyway, toe. The rest of them, big toe. Yeah. The rest of them, Bigfoot. Okay, it's not as bad that way right there. Oh. Something's moving. I don't know what. Okay. So there was some stuff over here. I thought I can't even remember what I saw. Maybe an X. We've yet to come down this far. I spoke to the homeowner. He said I can go down this way. The other way is off limits, kinda, because of a homeowner. Different homeowner. And then the homeowner this way is a ways off, about 1,000 yards, but they're also a half a mile up the hill too. So it's really just a respect factor more than anything. Here's the X I saw. I wonder if this is marking It might be going into this pool. This pool might be a kill site because deer come to drink at it. We know that Sasquatch don't need food to eat, but they still do. They still eat. They do it for taste more than anything. It's not a primary thing that they need to do to gain sustenance like we do. We don't have to. We have to eat food to get our energy. They do not. Just like a plant soaks up the sun, they could do that too. They could take energy from a lot of different places. Impossible, you say? This guy's crazy. Do you know there's humans that have done it too? Humans go without eating. It's all about being natural and always being natural. Looks like there was a big structure set up right in here. You can see the bend and tucks. Comes all the way out here. I thought I saw something in there originally, like a big dark figure behind that. That's the one tree that's like right there. It's broke off at the top, but the one in the back, basically. See it? I'm gonna go flashlightless now because it's only making it worse. But there's something back in there too. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna go without the light. Let's see if I back it all the way out. Yep, still got a decent picture. That's good. I'd love to spend some time in here. Really check this place out some more. There's so many places just like this, right? This is just a random area in the mountains. This goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on for hundreds of thousands of miles. Probably millions of acres and, you know, probably hundreds of miles and millions of acres. I know Catskill wilderness by itself is over 2 million acres. Adirondack State Park, right? I mean, we're in the Catskills, but a lot of people find it amazing when I tell them how big it is. Put in the chat. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Actually, whatever you want to do. You know what? How big is Adirondack State Park? If you can do it without Googling, great. And then tell me how big Catskill Wilderness is. How many acres that is too. That's not where I am, but I have not decided if I'm going to release this location yet because I don't know if I want certain people knowing where I am. This may take a while to get out to you. I'm not very tech savvy, so I will need some help to put this all together. Unless I just literally do like I did the last time, and I just piece them together. I don't remember that being there, and one way or another, it probably wasn't, because there was either a tree there that's been ripped right out of the ground, or there was a rock there that's been moved. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I can. It's like a little line. I'm starting to see it like back by that tree. But it's like a small thin line, like the size of like, I don't know, that stick, right? But anyway, it just comes straight through. It's probably impossible to see, but yeah. It's probably something simple like a game trap or a mouse or a squirrel or something. What a beaut, huh? What a beaut. So there's that X over there, right up against the bank. Not really too sure why that's there, but it didn't fall that way. I mean, somebody somewhere thinks it did, right? And I feel bad for them. I do, I really feel bad for them. Hey! Right behind it, too. Shit, my camera just went crazy. Sorry guys, I'm trying to learn to work this tripod thing. It's not as easy as, yeah. It's not as easy as whatever. It takes some getting used to. Shit, that's what I'm trying to say. That looks like a nice place to get in the water. It actually gets about 2.5, maybe 3 foot deep in the middle there. Looks like a tan dog man right there on top. Big old head. I don't know, I see a couple things in there. I hope you guys do too. See that looks like a Sasquatch looking into the woods sideways. Conical head, and then I can't get it to steady. There's just nothing I can do. Can't kneel in that. I was like kneeling in wet rocks. Not very fun. Alright guys. That's a nice strong finish. I'm not gonna really do much more with this location. It's about time for me to wrap it up. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a blessed day. Look at that. Something big stepped right there. Huge. I mean, look at how... Never mind. Never mind. Alright, we debunk it on site. You see what that is? Those are... So that was... There was a tree there. And where it went, I don't know. It's a whole nother story. But... That's what it is. If we can figure it out right then and there. I'm not going to mislead you, as you guys know. So hopefully we will be able to take this and put it into mini dock form. Hi, my friend. Tell me you see that, guys. Oh my God. We gotta get closer because this is the natural barrier should allow them to not feel threatened. There's young ones in there. I lost total track of where it was, but I know the general direction. That was probably the best look we were gonna get. This is what I mean. They will pop their head up. When there's a natural barrier like that, they will pop their head up, no problem. I'm so upset I moved now. I really thought I was gonna get a better angle. Oh, facial recognition. My phone did facial recognition, so it literally is recognizing. It's showing me location. That's funny. That is funny. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends. We love you. We hope to see you again soon. What an experience, huh? So, in closing, this is not the right way. Sure looked like. It's amazing how they could just come and go like that. I doubt they even left that spot that they were in. It's just like they chose to show face, and then you can take your eyes off it for a second and look back again, and it's totally different. Morphing, some people call it. The way I was taught, it's called blending and bending. They're either bending the elements to cater to what they need, or they are just blending in, becoming one. So one of the best tips I can give you is, if you're looking to see a Sasquatch, stop separating them from the forest. They are one with the trees, they are one with the grass, they are one with the leaves, they are one with everything. The rocks, you name it. You name it. Yep. What a good finish. See, I'm telling you, if you take anything away from what I tell you, go out at the blue hour. Be with them when they wake up or when they go to bed. There's shift change. Shift change, shift change. They've been out all night. The sun comes up. They need to get somewhere and sit somewhere to gain energy. So you might think, by what popular people tell you, is that they're out hunting all day, right? You know, they kill everything that moves. They're savage, cold-blooded killers. But yet, everybody who knows that is around talking about it. So, I mean, let's be real. So, if you want to go sit and listen to monster stories, so be it. That's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. But if you're going to listen to monster stories, listen to real monster stories. Go check out Vic Cundiff. Dogman Encounters. Paranormal Experience. My Bigfoot sighting. Those are real people. Real people. Including myself. Go check out Cryptid Hunters. Dark Hour Paranormal. I was on the phone with him last night. We're gonna collab with something soon. And I think you guys are gonna love it. Really, really love it. I know we will. I know we're gonna enjoy doing it. And I love working with him because his passion and vision is something I've not really seen too often. Well, anyway, to close this out, I just want to say thank you. This one's come to an end. For now, I might hit some other spots. If I do, I'll add them in. We'll see. We'll see how I'm going to put it together. I I haven't quite thought it up yet. Not everything went according to plan. So I was on the fly with some extra time. So if you enjoyed this, please leave comments. Hit the like. Share if you can. Put in a lot of work. A lot of man hours. A lot of traveling. A lot of expenses. Just a lot of energy. I wanted to stay in bed today, but I didn't, because this was an important part of this overall. Right there is where that scream came from last night. Just to wrap up. I was standing at about that rock, and it came from the next big rock. So I was standing there at that little rock on the ground, and then the scream came from right there. There was a lot of bends and breaks and all sorts of stuff, and I should have paid more attention and realized it might be active, you know, and that there could have been something there that I just couldn't see. And you know, while I don't think the scream was a bad thing, because I was kind of asking for them. I was asking for audio last night and the day before. So I'm really pleased, really pleased with the audio, because that's one thing I do not get a lot of. And now I have some whoops. And then later that night I had a full-blown scream turned into some owl hoots. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Thank you.